Guys, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? Today, we're gonna be previewing the Arsenal versus the Burnley game. So, let's get it. Arsenal, man. Arsenal, it's kind of tough, the situation so far. As you guys know, like we lost 3 games. But it was a W the other day. We had a win against Norwich. And we will be looking to continue winning, people. Because right now our schedule is kind of easier for the next 6 games, except for Tottenham. But you know what? Tottenham is shit, bro. We could beat Tottenham. So you know what? The schedule is much easier now, and I expect Arteta to be collecting at least 12 points from the next 6 games, minimum 12 points. And if we kind of do that, then we're gonna be back in these kind of areas in the table. As you guys can see, we had to scroll way down to find Arsenal. Right there, number 16. We won 1 game and we lost 3, and you can see -8. And we're gonna be playing Burnley. Burnley, they did not win a game this year so far. They lost 3, they tied 1. And hey, this is an opportunity for us to beat Burnley and be getting points against these kind of teams. Because for at least our next 5-6 games, we have Burnley, we have Newcastle in there, we have Crystal Palace in there, and teams like that. We have Brighton. Brighton's doing good so far, but we can beat Brighton. We can beat Brighton. We tend to struggle a bit with Brighton and Burnley as well for the last couple of years, but I think we can still beat them. And like, it's kind of crazy, people, but Arsenal is a very frustrating team because even when we play good, we tend to not score a lot of goals. We tend to miss a lot of chances. The other day we had 30 shots, we created like 3 xg, and we scored 1 goal from that. And for the big teams, if they create 3 chances and they have 30 shots on target, not on target, 30 shots on total, they tend to score 3-4 goals, people. Because people normally they overachieve and overperform the XG. But this, for us Arsenal, what we tend to do is, it might be that we have a lot of young players. Maybe that's the case, and young players tend to be inconsistent. But we tend to always kind of underperform. Last year we underperformed our XG, people, and expected points and everything. So that's kind of something Arteta needs to figure out. But hey, it still is a very good start in the aspect of, I'm seeing a bit of change, because Arsenal last year, even when they were winning, and they were not having a lot of shots when we were playing good. But so far this season, even without us winning anything, so far we're having a lot of shots. Like, we played we played City and Chelsea in the first give me a sec, people. We played Chelsea, the 2 best teams in Europe, the 2 Champions League finalists. And if you check the stats will tell you that Arsenal are having a lot of shots on top of us playing those 2 teams. If you can look at this chart right here, look at this, people. Shots. Arsenal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6th for shots, and we played Chelsea and City in this run. We're 6th for shots, and we played City and Chelsea in this run. So this shows you that we tend to be having a lot of shots this season, and that might be a small W, and it might be that Arteta is changing something in the team. So I'm pretty happy that we at least attacking. But as you guys can see, we keep underperforming the XG. The XG says we should have 5 goals, but we have only 1 goal, people. 1. So we're already underperforming by 4 goals. If you can see this whole list, except for Wolves, we have the most minus. We're underperforming our XG by 4. So that's what I mean, people. Like, At least it's a small W that you know we're we're at least having shots, and we're creating a lot of chances. Because even I was seeing something, see shot creation. We look at shot creation per 90. This is the least people. You see, we're number one people for shot creating accuracy per 90. Number one. But if we see exactly how much people created, we're fourth. But if we can see per 90, right there, we're fourth people. We're fourth for shot creating actions per 90. So you can see like we're creating chances and we're having shots. It's just we have to start being more ruthless. We have to start hitting the target. We need to start scoring goals. I'm sure it's the young players. I'm sure when you have that much young players, you tend to be inconsistent, and that's the problem, people. So, you know, let's get into the lineup. Arteta, this guy, we know we were never gonna figure out who he's gonna pick, but hey, let's get into it. In goal, in goal, I think it should be Ramsdale because you already put him in there. If you put him in there already, just stick with him because if you chop and change, then it's gonna be a bit of a problem because players will not understand who's the number one. Because if people already know, okay, Ramsdale's gonna be playing, then Leno would have to work much harder for him to get back to the shirt. But if you play one day this guy and one day that guy, then it's gonna be a bit of a problem because people will not know who's the number one for them to actually take the shirt back. If you think Ramsdale's the number one keeper for you, just put him there, keep him there then. All right, right back. It was bold the other day from Arteta that he actually went with Tomiyasu, but you know what? Good for you, Arteta. Like at least you took the risk, and the risk worked out because Tomiyasu was very good. He was shining out there, and the one thing I liked about the guy is he's literally turning on the right side. He works hard. He never gets tired. He just keeps running the whole day. And you need players that will be working hard for the team. And that's a good trait that Tamiyasu has. And I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. And the team should be getting players that are more like this because if your team is working hard, then teams will not outwork you. If your team is technically good and working hard, that's how you win leagues, people. All right, at center back, stick with it. Stick with the back four. Where's Gabriel at? What is this? All right, stick with the back four, man, because these defenders they need time to gel, to have chemistry in between them. Because defenders they need time to like understand where his next teammate is gonna be, and if this guy goes up, I need to cover him, or so these guys they need time to adapt to each other, and they need time to understand each other. So let's just give them a chance, and let's just keep playing them until either injury stops us because we don't have any Euro people. All we have to do is just keep playing them, and we're gonna be okay, you know. Because if there's no injury, this is the best back four we have. So Arteta, don't change anything. Continue playing them until the day you can't. It's just that simple, man. Don't overthink it. All right, let's go with Thomas Partey. Let's go with Lokonga because like this is the best option we have in midfield. Maitland Niles the other day, I've seen a lot of people talking shit about the way he played. I think Maitland Niles played okay. He wasn't good or he wasn't terrible as well. So just gotta be he was okay. It's just so people don't have to go over the top. Either some people are saying, oh, he played very good. Some people are saying he played very bad. So no, like he was just okay. And I think if the coach thinks he does not want to rush Thomas Partey back, I understand because last year that's what kind of ruined us. That time that he rushed him back and then he got injured against Tottenham. we went on that run that killed us last year. So if he does not want to risk it, I kind of understand, and I will not mind that is Lukango and Maitland Niles together. So this is my preferred midfield. But if he plays Maitland Niles, I'm okay with that as well. It's not that big of a problem. On the right, I always said on the right it should be Saka, and on the left it should be Pepe. People, I already explained to you the other day on the preview that Pepe is much better on this side. So we're just gonna keep Saka here because Saka, he can play either way, but Saka is much more decisive player. So he needs to be here, you know? And in the middle, in my opinion, it should be Smith Rowe. And up top, it should be the main man, Aubameyang. And Smith Rowe, the reason I want for Smith Rowe and not Odegaard is people I know like Martin Odegaard is that player that he's a Rolls Royce. And Burnley is gonna be muddying, man. And Burnley, what they want to do is they just want to be physical game, and I just don't know if Martin Odegaard is gonna cut it in that kind of game because he might. Because if we have a plan and a clear tactic, we can easily destroy them because they're big guys, they're slow, they're not technically good. The Burnley players, so maybe it can work, but because overall in our team, like the midfield, if he plays Niles and Lokonga together, don't play Odegaard as well, because then it will be a bit of a weak midfield. It's gonna be a weak midfield, and the three players might get bullied. And Burnley is a team that is a bully. They're big, and if you're not careful, then they're gonna bully you and get that 1-0 win. And that's what happened last year. They had 0 shots on target and they still beat us 1-0. Last year, Burnley took 4 points away from us. I know Xhaka was a donkey out there last year, but you know what? He's not playing this year. I hope he plays Thomas Partey. If he doesn't, then don't play Odegaard and Mel Knight and Lokonga together. Smith Rowe is a runner. He's a player that's going to stretch their back line. And this team, if you run at them, that's the way you win against them. If you guys watched the last game against when they played against Everton, Damari Gray and Townsend pulled them up and destroyed them. So Saka, Pepe, Smith Rowe, runners. Aubameyang. Let's play them. There's enough creativity in the side. Saka and Pepe and Smith Rowe, that's enough creativity to win against Burnley people. So let's play this lineup. And I'm going to predict a 2-0 win to Arsenal. I think we're going to keep the clean sheet. I think we're going to beat them. And, I hope we continue winning. And this season, is still too early, people. I know we started bad, but I hope Arteta turns it around. I don't want the guy to be fired. I will be honest with you. I think he should have won and he should go, but if he turns it around, I'm the happiest person in the world, because at the end of the day, this is not a Arteta agenda. At the end of the day, it's all about Arsenal. If Arsenal is playing good, I'm happy. So if Arteta is getting Arsenal to play good football and we're winning games, hey, that's all I need as an Arsenal fan. So let's hope he succeeds. Let's hope we win this game. Let's hope we get 18 out of 18 from the next 6 games. And people, this was my Arsenal versus Burnley preview. If you liked it, please subscribe and hit the bell. Hit the like in the video as well. Follow me on Twitter. People, until next time, peace.